Anti-terrorist laws rushed through by the government after September the 11th were dealt a major blow today. Judges agreed with the challenge mounted by 9 suspected terrorists who were jailed without facing trial or even charges that the laws are discriminatory. That's because they apply only to foreigners. The Home Office says it plans to appeal and has no intention of releasing the men. Bill Neely has our report.
An unremarkable sight for an extraordinary judgment. A new court, often hearing evidence in secret from MI6, has judged the government unlawful for detaining 9 terrorist suspects who are actually free to leave Britain whenever they want. Lawyers for the 9 men argued that after September the 11th, the government discriminated against foreigners by rushing through laws which could detain them, but not British citizens, without trial. 3 judges agreed and dealt a serious blow to the government's anti-terrorist legislation.
It leaves those emergency laws and the anti-terrorism law in tatters because actually they got it wrong. They thought they could get away with something outrageous by detaining people without trial, detaining people without providing all of the information and evidence against them. And what it's done today is the Commissioner said, you can't do that.
The government rushed through the emergency powers last December. They allowed the Home Secretary to detain suspects without trial or charge, confining them to their cells for 20 hours a day and giving them no access to information about the case against them. Today, the judges said the fact that the law applies only to foreigners is discriminatory and so unlawful.
I think the judges have failed to understand what I think the public will have no difficulty at all understanding, which is that you really have to deal with foreign nationals and British nationals in a different way because they are, they're in a different position.
Most of the 9 are Arabs being held at the high-security Belmarsh prison. They can't be deported. They can leave Britain, but they're afraid to. Another terrorist suspect released this week because of lack of evidence says they're suffering.
Very bad situation for everybody.
The US faced international criticism for detaining terrorist suspects without trial at Guantanamo Bay. Now Britain too stands accused by its own court. So the 9 men have won their case, but not their freedom, and the government will appeal. But there's no doubt it has been embarrassed and its strategy to fight terrorism has been damaged. Bill Neely, ITV News at the Home Office.